Hello there fellow modelers, Steve here. This video is a review of how far I've got with me Rommel's half track for Nigel Wells North Africa group build, me second entry for Russell Goslin's D-Day group build, an aircraft that I've completed that I started last year and another one that's ongoing, and a couple of kits that I bought the other day. So first we'll go straight onto me Rommel's half track. I'll just move my camera. And there it is there. It's about, let's say, 80% complete. Zoom in a bit. The camouflage is on, I've got the wheels on, and they're dry now. I had a bit of a problem with them because the holes in them were a bit too small. So I drilled them out with the wrong size drill and they became too big, so I've stuck them and they're not going to move at all. Not that I'm going to be rummaging around playing with the tank, playing with the half track. It'll just be stationary. I'll move it round a bit, and there's a front view of it, and there's the other side of the wheels. I haven't put the driving cogs on yet. They're going to go on with the tracks, and I'll do an in-depth inside. There's a lot of detail inside. Turn it round a bit. There's the driver there. And there's the big radio. Well, I've did a couple of highlights of the radio dials with a bit of blue and white and red. And there's the 3 rifles that's attached to the side of the half track. Now there's a big radio aerial pointer that, there we are, that goes round the top here. I've just got bits and bobs to put on. There's a couple of machine guns that go on the top. Now on the box art it's got Rommel and his adjutant, his lieutenant, assistant, whatever. They're actually inside the truck itself, but I'm going to bother doing that. I'm going to make a small diorama, not as big as the last one that I did. I'm going to mount them on a little hill, because I've got some of that DAS putty stuff clear that was recommended by Alex Modelling, and also Lenny's used his on his diorama for the Desert Group build, and it's plausible. It looks good stuff. I mean, I did pottery at school, so I should be good at it. I'll lift it up, show you the bottom. Out we go. There you go. I haven't put the front wheels on yet, or the steering contraption. I was just waiting really for them to dry. So that's all finished, but about 80% complete. Take that off there and we'll move on to me Focke-Wulf, which is my second entry for the D-Day group build, and that's coming along fine. There's a lot of detail in the cockpit, but you can't really see it. I'll see if I can zoom in without blurring it. There's the control panel there. It's got a bit of white on, a bit of black, and there's a bit of detail around the side, down the sides of the where the seat is, but you can't really see it. It'll really be covered up, and there's no pilot. The figure that I got with it is just a ground crew with a pair of overalls on. So off eBay I got this, which is Luftwaffe pilots and ground crew personnel. I think there it's there. I'll probably put this on a small diorama as well, just some grass effect. I'll probably end up doing that one there. And maybe a bit of ground crew, that guy with the toolbox, he might go on as well. But I'm enjoying doing this as well, and it's 1/48th skill. So that's working out alright. I've got bits of bobs doing on. I'll show you the figures for Rommel's half track here. Rommel and his lieutenant. Switch the light off, that might be better. And you can see I've managed to do as much as I can detail on Rommel himself with these insignia on the eagle insignia on his hat. There's some insignia on his shoulders and the red stripes on the side of his pants. Now I was watching Panzerman, okay there Bill, now he did a Rommel and it was just fantastic, but he's obviously better at doing figures than I am, but it looks okay. And there's his lieutenant with the binoculars. There's not so much detail. I managed to get some, you can't really see it, it's blurry at the moment, with his iron cross and his eagle on his chest, and also the eagle on his hat there. And his face is obscured by all the binoculars, and he's got his black leather holster there. But they should be worked out good. And I'll show you the model that I've completed. Now I started this last year when I first started doing modelling, and it's that one, the Avro Shackleton, and it's on my spinny table. I finally finished this. What was holding us back really was just finding the time in amongst all the group builds I've been doing. That was mainly the problem, was the walkways on the wings there. Now they were part of the decal package. Now I know Frankie did one, he got a one last year, I think it was last year, and his didn't have them in the decal sheet at all. But I sent him the message to tell them what colour code to do it, because he didn't have a colour code. And he did his painted, but I tried it, just one bit there, and it just failed miserably. So I said, stuff this. Painted it grey again, and I've used the decals. I had a spare afternoon and I said I'll have a gun. Now I like it the way it's, the insignia is moulded to the pattern of the wings. You can just see it there and it looks good. I'm glad I finished. I'll show you underneath, which is the bit of modification that I did myself to the Bombay. I've got a book on the Shackleton, and I had a look at various items what carried in the Bombay. There's bombs, there's a big torpedo there. I think they're sonar buoys and various other bits and bobs. But it just finishes it off, rather than having a bare Bombay or gluing the Bombay doors shut. Do a spin round. And I can't remember what squadron, it was either 120 or 210 Squadron of Coastal Command as it was known at the time, about 1965 I think. And it's the MR3 version of the Shackleton. I've actually seen one of these up close when me and my wife went to Manchester last year. It was an MR2 version, but it was still the same roughly, and it's absolutely huge. Now this is another thing that I've been doing. Oh, I'm on my wires across here. You're getting it right. There we are. Something else that I've been doing on and off, which is this. It's the Douglas Boston. I started this last year as well. And this was the original box art. It's an Airfix model, and it had three versions. One was a British version, the Royal Air Force, one was a South African Air Force, and one was an American. But I've banned them and I'm doing it this. Construct me leaflets, which is that one there, which is an Australian one. Defender of the Empire, British and Commonwealth Air Forces operated large numbers of Douglas bombers. This is for number 22 Squadron, which was operated in New Guinea. Now I haven't got the markings for 22 Squadron, so I'm just going to do it as a spurious Australian squadron. But it's looking good. I've just got camouflage is all done, and I've got a bit to do on the bottom because it's where I had the tape, the camouflage is doing the camouflage, it's overspilled a bit, so I'll have to touch that up. But that's very 95% complete now. I've just got to put the markings on when I did that, and that'll be that done. Now what have I got now? Some boat kits. I'll put my camera back up there again. Right. Now I've been watching... Oh, hit me head on the roof. I've been watching Aston M165. Alright there, Charlie? And he's been doing a MiG-15. And he's got the Airfix 1/72nd scale. And it's new tooling, but it's discontinued now. And he says he'll be very lucky to find it in a shop. Now I'm doing one of these for the UK Modelers Consultancy Group builds. Adversaries in, I think it's the end of this year sometime, October, November. And it's the kit that I've got. It's actually from Czechoslovakia. But I had a look at this, and this is far better. And I'm doing it as a MiG-15 of the North Korean Air Force to go with me Sea Fury of the Royal Navy. And the camouflage scheme is much better on here. It's actually, where's my pointer? It's gone. Use my finger. It's actually much better. It's got a camouflage one there with sand and army green. And that's the one that I'm going to do. And I've had a look at it, and it is much better. And the other one I got was this one. A British Challenger 2. This is big, this. Since I've been doing that half track there, I've been sort of bitten by the armour bug. So I'll show you just how big this actually is. That is actually the tank hull, and it looks huge. So it'll be really big when it's finished. This will be something that I'll probably do when I haven't really got any group builds to do and I can just totally devote my time to it. But other than that, there's two acquisitions I've got. Now, I was looking on my subscriptions and I've passed the 100 subs milestone. I've actually got about 110. So I'd like to thank everybody that's subscribed to us, commented on my work. It's very much appreciated. Right, the last point is the group builds that I've got going, or that's going to be happening. The D-Day one's still on, that doesn't finish till D-Day itself, June. The North African one finishes, I think it's next month, but I'll have that finished. Now the next one that starts on, I think it's the 1st of May, as far as I know it's still on, is Chancellors North Wales and Ramsey 76's flying boat group build. And what I've got for that is, I think I've showed you this before, but I hadn't got the kit at the time. It's the Catalina, but I'm not doing it in that version. Mine will be the 0810 that the US Army Air Force used for SE rescue. So that's that one there. I'll do a review of that before it starts, but everybody knows what a Catalina looks like. And the next one is, it's Texas Andy. Now I don't know what I know his name, but I can't actually, it's a mixture of 3 or 4 names, but he's known as Texas Andy on ISM, and he's doing a recce group build. Now what I'm going to do is that one there, the Liberator, but I'm doing it as a Mark, I think it's a Mark 5 of the Royal Air Force, which was basically just a B-24D, but it was obviously used for long range reconnaissance. So that will, now this is a very old kit this, I'll do a review of this as well later on. It's full of flash and bits falling off. I had to glue some of the propeller blades on. Really old kit, but it should work out fine, and I've got the markings for it, so that'll be for that one. And there's Aaron Newland's Matchbox community build, which I haven't got the kit for that yet because I'm getting that for my birthday, which is next month, so I'll do a review of that when I get it. And then there's Cornsea's Kursk group build, which starts in July. I've got the kit for that, it's hidden away somewhere. And then there's the UK Modelers Adversaries, I think that's November or sometime. So them's the group builds that's going at the moment. So I'll start them. I'm not doing any more tonight, I've just come up to make a video. So I'll see you all in the next video, and hope you're having a nice Easter break. And if you are, I'll say lucky sods, because I've only got one day off. But, and if it's fine, I'm going to cut the grass. So, I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye now.